So for this project, we have air dry clay. I have a piece of plywood here to roll out the clay. I read that a porous piece of wood helps the clay from sticking, so hopefully that helps. I would like to do, I have this like decorative pumpkin because in my mind, I'm thinking I want it to have like a really cool shape. And I think that this almost like scalloped look would be really pretty. So we're gonna try to use this to help mold the bowl. And then for the decorative piece, I have these napkins. They're just really pretty, like blue flowers and birds that we're gonna use for the actual design of the bowl. And I'll be using like Mod Podge and everything, and we'll get to that in a bit. So I have these already on hand. So let's get started. Air dry clay, I'm gonna take flour and try to apply it to the pumpkin. I don't know how well that's gonna work, but I want to try to avoid it sticking, like not being able to get the clay off of the pumpkin. Kind of dip up and down a bit. That might be pretty. Okay guys, it has been about 48 hours and I've let this fully dry. I will say probably like 8 hours in, I went ahead and like kind of wiggled it from the pumpkin because I started to get really nervous that the clay, like the flour wasn't going to work very well and the clay would just completely stick to the pumpkin and I would be out of luck. So I wiggled the pumpkin a bit just to get it out. Because I did that, some of the edges are kind of warped a little bit. I don't know if you could see that. But I think I could just sand it down a little bit and get it nice and smooth. I'm really happy with how this has turned out. It's a very interesting shape, and I love the scalloped curves here. So I think once I give it a little sand and then I start the actual like decoration of it, it will be very pretty. Okay, these are both 220 grit. We're just going to lightly go in. This is working really well, just being able to smooth out some of those, I could almost just call them wrinkles. So just helping to smooth out those imperfections. Just a sanding block is working great. I finished sanding everything down. You can see I really focused on kind of like the scalloped parts, making sure to like accentuate those, and then just working through any like wrinkles or like harsh edges, just trying to like sand those down. So the goal here is not perfection. Like I want this to look homemade, custom made. Like I don't want this to look like something you could just go buy in the store. So I'm really happy with how it's turning out so far. There are a few spots on the bottom that they're not, I feel like they're maybe a little too soft still, so I'm gonna let them dry a little bit longer. But in the meantime, I can start prepping the like decorative pieces. So you need some Mod Podge. I'm probably gonna need to order more. I think this looks to be almost out. A little paintbrush, and then some decorative napkins. So I have these, which are really, I don't know if you can see, they're like birds and flowers, just blue. I think they're so pretty. So I just got these, I think on Amazon. I'll be sure to like link all the materials in case anybody wants to try this craft. So far it's been super easy and DIY user friendly. So what I'm gonna do is actually peel off, and this is a big napkin, which is great. What I'm gonna do is peel off this back layer. Let's see. Yep, just comes right off like that. Don't need this, you can toss it or use it as a napkin. And then you just are gonna take some scissors and cut around the designs that you want. So honestly, I could probably just use like one of these for this project. So far this project is very affordable. But we're gonna cut out all these little pieces. Okay, so I have all these pieces cut out. This was pretty tedious, but I just put on a show and cut away. But I have all my little pieces, Mod Podge, and a little paintbrush. And essentially we're just going to paint on some Mod Podge, put on the individual pieces, and then go over it with another coat of Mod Podge. So pretty simple. I probably am not going to be able to get this all done with what I have left, which is quite sad. final product. Really happy and pleasantly surprised with how this turned out. I really wasn't sure how it was gonna go. I had like watched a couple videos, but this was really a simple DIY project and such an easy way to just add something unique and really pretty to your home. So highly recommend giving it a try. I think this will be the perfect addition to my entryway table. So excited to style that and just try additional like air dry clay projects. I think there's a lot of cool things that I can do, not only for home decor, but like kind of as little gifts and whatnot. So yeah, very happy with this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I hope to see you guys soon. All right, bye.